Welcome to Neosho Wildcat Baseball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Neosho Wildcats. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And good evening, Wildcat fans. Welcome to Joplin, Missouri and Eagles Baseball Park. Neosho Wildcats are here to take on the Joplin Eagles with Larry Perkins. I'm John Ball, and Coach Perkins, looks like these teams are reasonably matched.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be a great day here for some baseball, and I mean, it's beautiful outside. It's a little windy coming out of the north, but it's not bad. It's a beautiful day. Great day to come out and just enjoy the scenery as well as watch some high school baseball.
Yeah, we're popped up here on the mezzanine. We're still right behind home plate. The Cats come off a tough weekend that starts out with us getting beat by Webb City by 1 in the 8th inning. That's 2 losses that the guy on the mound tonight, Quentin Hughes, has lost by 1 run.
Hey, that's a tough one, but on the flip side of it, it just goes to show that they're playing tough. As a team right now, and it's just a matter of getting over the hump and making sure they can seek out a win.
We went to Logan Rogersville over the weekend, and we played West Plains, who is just a pretty fair ball club in itself, Olathe South, and got beat by both of those, and then we played Logan Rogersville and got beat 2-1. Cats got to find some way to score some runs.
They sure do, and I mean, today's a perfect opportunity for it. You got to come out starting blocks, and you just got to go and you got to play.
Brecklin Green is on the mound for the Joplin Eagles. We don't know a whole lot about him, but he is one of the very young arms. Coach Kyle Wolf says his arms are very young and anything can happen.
Well, and I know just looking at the baseball preview, that was one of the things that he was talking about, Brecklin Green. He said, he's going to have to count on him here in the mound and stuff, so it's going to be interesting to see what this kid can do for Joplin.
This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by Pro Lube Tire and Auto. We're going to take a 3-minute break. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to give you some encouragement today. No matter how far you feel from God, right now, did you know He's never more than a prayer away? Psalm 145 says, "The Lord is near to all who call upon Him." If you need to reconnect with God today, He's just one prayer away. If you need to ask for forgiveness, He's just one prayer away. If you need God's help or guidance, all it takes is a prayer. If you haven't talked to God in weeks and you know your relationship with Him isn't as it should be, cry out to Him. It's just one prayer away. And if salvation is what you need, ask Him. He's just one prayer away. Have you talked to God today? He's waiting to hear from you. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride. At Missouri.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 9 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505. Compton CPA Group PC, located at 112 Northwood in Neosho, is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho Wildcats. Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your financial goals. From tax preparation to bookkeeping services, Compton CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your tax and business affairs, call 417-451-2932. or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us, it's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. Larry Perkins. I started to say Jim Jackson. He was on my mind. And I'll tell you why, because we spent some time here this last winter as the Cats came here and played in a district playoff, the Lady Cats, and they were the runner-up for district, getting beat out by Raymore Peculiar in the very last ball game. But they also won the COC, so that was pretty exciting in itself. And Larry, we've had some pretty exciting ball games here on the baseball side.
I was going to say, we've had this past week has been some great baseball. We won a nail biter, and then we lost a nail biter. So, hey, you couldn't ask for anything better.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, being part of today's game and a part of the Neosho area is the Neosho Nazarene Church. They'd like to invite you to come visit them sometimes at Neosho Nazarene Church on Fair Hill Drive, just off Neosho Boulevard. Sunday morning services are at 8 and 10:30 with Sunday school at 9:30. For more information, the phone number for Neosho Nazarene Church is 417-451-1847 or online at neoshonaz.org, and they say go Cats, and that's what we're here to prove tonight, aren't we, Larry?
That's exactly right. We've got to go out and play baseball, Wildcat baseball.
Well, Coach Hessel has changed things around just a little bit. One of the things he's changed is in that starting lineup that we'll have for you in a little bit is Finn Versluis, who is the speedster, who, by the way, I believe had home plate stolen the other night.
And the video and the picture cannot lie, so, I mean, it shows that he was there. He was safe, but that's one of those calls. It's a bang-bang play, what they call in professional now, so, it is what it is.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That certainly was the case. But he's going to be leading off for us, and then we'll have Hudson Williams, who has a .491 percentage of getting on base, which ain't too bad by itself.
No, that's what you want. Get those two guys on base, get them moved around. You got ducks on the pond in scoring position. Next thing you know, you go into the meat of your lineup and bring those guys in. So he's going to Coach Hessel's wanting to get it started fast.
Most definitely, and I can see why. Joplin comes in with a record last season of only 10 and 20. They were not excited about that, but so far this year they are 5 and 10.
Hey, they're coming around. And I tell you what, I've seen some of their scores and everything. Don't let this team deceive you. They can play baseball as well as anybody right now.
Yeah, the thing I think about when I think about Joplin is at the time the Lebanon came to the Roy Schaefer tournament, they had one blemish on their record, and that was Joplin. Joplin had beat him 6-2. Now they went on ahead to win the tournament, and right now they are 13 and 3, and Joplin is one of those three that's beat them.
Yeah, hey, so that just goes to prove anybody can beat anybody on any given day. You just got to play your A game, and that's what Neosho's got to do today against these Joplin Eagles, play their A game.
Well, the book on Joplin is they've come in with 8 straight losses. Now the Cats have come in with 4 straight losses, but the Cats are still in the process, as are Kyle Wolf's team. He says they're very young. He says we've got young arms on the mound, and he says just about anything can happen, but he will tell you that his expectations for last year, and they graduated 9 seniors last year, but his expectations for last year were not exactly what he was looking for, and I feel like before the year is over with, this Joplin team is going to be real competitive.
Well, and that's what you got to worry about right now. You're in the middle of the season, and I mean, any team can turn the season around. Next thing you know, they could just win the rest of them. Next thing you know, you're going into district red hot and playing some grade A baseball. So who knows what could happen here today. I just want to see Neosho play some grade A baseball and take it to these Joplin Eagles.
Well, we've played a lot of different people in a lot of different ways, and the idea behind that was Coach Hessel wanted our guys to see as many different looks as we possibly could before we start COC. And I tell you what, it was just a matter of one run in the 8th inning, or we would be 1-0 in COC play against the Webb City Cardinals last Thursday night.
Yeah, it was a heartbreaker. I feel bad for the kids because I know they wanted to beat Webb City. You always want to beat Webb City. They're kind of like your measuring stick to see where you're at. If you can beat them and play hard nosed like they did against us and beat them, then hey, hats off to you. You've done what it takes to beat a very good team. They were 4th in the state last year, so that's a measuring stick that you want to measure up to and take over. So Neosho tried their best. It took 8 innings, and they didn't finish it.
No, it just didn't happen that way. It looks like that there is a good chance that we're going to see Joplin at least once more because they're in the same district that we're in.
Okay, here we go then. There's the possibility. So this could be one of those you're evaluating, seeing what happens. And it may be one of those, I don't want to face that team again.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's pretty exciting because Carthage, who is 28 miles away, there's a good chance we'll see them 3 times before the season is out. We beat them in the Roy Shaver tournament. We play them in COC play, and then they're in the same District 6, Class 6 that we're in when we go to Kickapoo towards the end of the season.
And I tell you what, when you play an opponent like that as many times, it becomes harder and harder to beat them every time. So you've got to play to the best of your ability. Even in softball, I remember Coach Cummins, Katie Cummins, she talked about that, playing an opponent over and over, and it's very hard to beat the same opponent over and over. So hats off to both teams today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube Tire and Auto Center. We're going to take another 3-minute timeout. Coach, we'll come back with the keys to the Cats. I'm anxious to hear what Coach P has to say about what the Cats are going to do to win this ball game today. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be right back with that and a whole lot more.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook /Calvary of Neosho or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. p.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
The Arkansas Naturals return home to Arvest Ballpark on Tuesday, April 16th versus the Midland Rockhounds for a 7:05 start. Ticket information are available from nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO Radio. It's time now for Keys to the Cats. The Keys to the Cats are being brought to you by Eric Norris. He's your State Farm agent, Neosho. Located at 437 West Kohler Street, Eric and his team offer a variety of insurance services from individual to business. To learn more, you can go online to ericnorrisinsurance.com or by phone 417-451-6666. Coach, what do we got to do to win the ball game tonight?
Yes, keys for the Cats against these Joplin Eagles. We're going to start with the letter C. C stands for complete, control, consistent game. 3 C's. You got to play a clean game, you got to play consistent, and you got to control the tempo of this ball game today against these Joplin Eagles. You can't give them anything, otherwise they're going to take you for a ride and they're going to try to beat the tar out of you. So Neosho, come out and play a clean, consistent, complete ball game. And finally, we're going with the A, and I can't change it any because I've noticed last week when we were aggressive, we had good things happen. So, Neosho, you need to come out and be aggressive. Be aggressive on base running. Be aggressive at the bat. You attack at all times against this Joplin Eagle team. When you do, good things will happen. Now, in order to control the game, be complete, and be aggressive as well as attack, you got to get the timing of the pitcher, get the timing of this game, and you got to go out and play. So be on time today, Neosho. And finally, S. We're going to go with the old fail-safe. You got to score.
Yeah,
that's plain and simple. You got to score. You want to beat Joplin, you got to score. If you don't put runs in, you're not going to beat them. So today, Neosho, you need to score, score, score. And that's your keys for the Cats.
In a movie that we saw once before, it's an easy game. You throw the ball, you catch the ball, and you hit the ball.
Yes.
It's exactly what the Cats have got to do today. Hey, everybody at the Neosho Daily News wishes the Wildcats good luck. And let's go get that win tonight. What do you say?
There we go. Let's get that win tonight.
All right. Well, you can see the Cats are out there on the field right now. They're taking their warm-ups. They'll be starting the ball game tonight. We'll get going with the starting lineups. And being the away team, we're going to jump on them. We're going to jump on them fast, right,
That's
Coach?
it. I said we got to be aggressive. That means you got to go out and attack them. And we get to get bat first, so let's get out there and do it right in the first inning.
All right, that is exactly what we'll do. Well, Cale Smith is the DH for us tonight.
Canton
Smith. Cale, oh my goodness, Canton Smith. Sorry, Cale. Canton Smith is here. He's the DH tonight. He is batting .419 for the Cats, and he leads the Cats, followed by Denver Sluice, who's hitting a .333 batting average. Then it'll be Cade Spiva after that, and then the 5-hitter is going to be the pitcher tonight, Quentin Hughes. Quentin had a couple of really nice hits in that ball game against Webb City the other night, as did the number 9 hitter, and that number 9 hitter is Jaden Nichols, and I can't help but think one of the reasons he's that number 9 hitter is if we get him on base, then we go to the top of the batting order.
Hey, the coach is trying something here. He's going to see what happens, and that's the one thing you got to do periodically. You got to mix things up and see what happens as the season goes on. So good luck to them. I can't wait to see what happens here.
Now, we're excited. This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by Pro Lube Tire and Auto. We're in, once again, Joplin, Missouri. Hey, you still got plenty of time to get here. This ball game doesn't start for about another 10 minutes, and then there's a JV ball game after that. We appreciate you listening to us.
Yes, we do.
Appreciate all of our sponsors for allowing a couple of old men just to have a good time, right, Coach
There
B?
you go. That's what it is. Not every day you can just sit out in a ballpark in the sunlight and just enjoy high school baseball.
Absolutely. So better yet, come on out here and see this. This is tucked right behind the football field, and there's a complex of softball on one side and baseball on the other side. In case you don't know exactly where it is, just come down 20th Street and start looking for the lights.
There you go. And John, when you said their football field, that's their practice football field. Their game field is jung at another location, but right now this is a neat area right here on the school complex right now, and like you said, it's just tucked in here. It's a great layout and everything. It's a great day for baseball.
This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by Pro Lube Tire and Auto. We're going to take another break, then we'll be back with the starting lineups and the national anthem, and we'll be ready to play baseball. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcats.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's Word by speaking the truth in love.
Clark Funeral Homes, with two locations, 312 South Wood Street in Neosho and Highway B at Highway 86 in Granby, is proud to be a part of these local communities. Established in 1890, they specialize in a variety of funeral service options, including traditional, cremation, and graveside services. They also offer monuments. Clark Funeral Homes, 417-451-2345 or online at clarkfuneralhomes.com, a sponsor of KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
There's no denying that watching a church service while you're sitting on the couch, in your sweats, with a cup of coffee is pretty nice. As comfortable as that can be, though, it's just not the same as attending church in person with other followers of Jesus Christ.
The Christian fellowship is not optional, it's essential. It's commanded.
Billy Graham.
We are not to forsake the assembling of ourselves together. The Bible teaches that the church is like a vine with its many branches, members of the body of Christ all knit together. The church is to worship together. God has commanded it, and I want to tell you, you cannot live a victorious Christian life and have the peace and the joy in your heart without faithfulness in the church.
Want to know more about the importance of worshiping with others in person? Go to findpeacewithgod.net. Click on Grow in Your Christian Faith. That's findpeacewithgod.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
And welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. The Neosho Wildcats taking on the Joplin Eagles, and the Cats are coming in. We're going to line up, and we're going to have the starting lineup. Looks like the two officials are coming to home plate, and Coach Kyle Wolf and Coach Bo Hessel will be out there to talk about it. But, Coach, what do you say we do our own thing here, and let's still go with the starting lineups?
Let's do that. Starting lineup for the Joplin Eagles. Who will be the home team today? Batting first will be number 6, catcher Daniel Rose. Batting second, number 17, and playing left field will be Lane Royal. Batting third and playing center field will be number 1, Cole Lawrence. Batting fourth and being the DH today will be number 2, Cutler Schwarting. Batting fifth and playing first base will be number 22, Brock Waghorn. Batting sixth and playing right field will be number 3, Braxton Goff. Batting seventh and playing second base will be number 7, Peyton Swinson. Batting eighth and playing third base will be number 16, David Bend. Batting ninth and playing shortstop will be number 12, Caden Shoemaker. And today's pitcher in the flex position will be number 14, Brecken Green.
And for your Neosho Wildcats, coming in with a record of 5-9, head coach Bo Hessel. He is assisted by Dalen Whitehead and T. Hessel. Start off with number 24, Finn Versluis. He plays center field. In the number 2 position is number 1, Hudson Williams, who plays probably a better third base defensively than anybody I've seen in a long, long time.
He does a great job.
In the 3 hole, it's going to be number 22, Cade Spiva. He is playing left field. Number 32, Canton Smith is the DH. Number 10 in the 5 hole is going to be Quentin Hughes. He's pitching tonight. Then it's going to be number 28, Brody Arthur, and he's playing right field. Number 34, Noah Lawson is playing first base. Number 8 spot is going to be Brody Crane. He is number 4, and he's going to be catching. And rounding it out for the Cats is number 11, Jaden Nichols, and he'll be playing shortstop. The guy that probably plays more utility spots than anybody else on the team, Coach.
You gotta have one of those players, Mr. Utility, that can do whatever it takes to come out and play a ball game.
Well, good. We're excited about getting going. The PA announcer is giving the Neosho lineup. We will announce the Eagles lineup here in just a minute, and then we will stand for the national anthem as we honor our country. They're taking time out, and they're going to announce the Eagles now.
And now, starting for the Eagles, catching is number 6, David Rose.
You know, they come in with a record of 5-10.
Center field is number 1, Cole Lawrence.
And don't let the record deceive you there, John, because I can tell you right now, like you said, they've played some quality talent and they've hung with teams.
Yeah, most definitely. And you know it's going to be real interesting as we go through this. Keep thinking about what COC is going to line up next year and how many of these guys we're going to be playing, not just baseball, but basketball, football, softball. Most of these guys we play with Joplin anyway, but when we talk about people like Lebanon, we talk about people like Waynesville, we talk about people like Kickapoo.
Yeah, there's some talent there across the state.
Is.
So like you said, Lebanon, they're a good team right now.
Yeah, they really are.
James Hartsfeld and Joey Fowler. This time I'd like to ask you to stand as we honor our country by playing our national anthem.
And we're about ready to play baseball. The flag is out there, and it looks like it is blowing in from left center field. What do you think, Coach?
Hey, it's blowing in, so it's going to be interesting to see what can happen here today. It's a pretty long ways out there at center field.
Yeah, it really is. It's a long ways out there, and we don't know the dimensions on the field, but just about the time we say the ball's not going to carry, guess what happens?
Who knows what could happen? So it's going to be interesting to see. Like you said, the wind is blowing in, but hey, what can we do? Can we get the timing of this pitcher for Joplin, and can we turn around and jump on him real quick and put the ball in play? That's what we're going to try to do.
Well, it's going to be 71 degrees at game time. We're getting ready to get this ball game underway. Green out there on the mound is taking the last of his warm-ups, and the home plate umpire is squatting down trying to get an idea about what he's going to see and where the ball is going to go.
Hopefully it's not going to go over the plate.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a curveball.
If it does, hey, we're going to smack it around a few times.
Yeah, we most definitely will. Well, we're excited about getting this ball game going, and he's going to have 2 more pitches, and then we will get the ball down where it needs to be. You know, as we've said, and we continue to say, the Cats can be a very aggressive ball club. For some reason, we've gotten in a little bit of a slump here late as far as runs are concerned. But this is all about manufacturing runs, and I would remind you, Coach, that we had 12 hits and manufactured 18 runs less than 2 weeks ago in a ball game in order to win the game.
Just like you said, last week we did it. Last week, I mean, we scored 18 runs, and then we lost a heartbreaker in 8 innings, 7-6 for a team last year that was 4th in the state. So, you know, we can play ball. We just got to come out and be aggressive.
Starting is the center fielder for the Cats, Finn Versluis, and here with the play-by-play is Coach Larry Perkins.
And here we go. Finn steps into the box. He's a right-handed batter. Green is going from the wind-up. First pitch. The ball just low.
Yeah.
So he will take ball 1, so it's a 1-0 count. Green wastes no time. He gets the signal, goes from the wind-up. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 just outside.
You know, the thing we know about Finn Versluis, if he gets on first base, it's almost a given. He's going to take off for second.
And that's what a coach, I got a feeling, is doing this on purpose, is so to get him on base so he can get stolen bases and get him around. There's a called strike, so it's a 2-1 count. Get him on base, get him moved around, and get scores early. That's being aggressive.
It would not surprise me to see him throw a bunt down. The corners are way back.
Called strike on the outside corner, 2-2 is the count.
Well, I guess that takes care of that. I don't believe he'll be throwing a bunt down now, will he?
No, it's a 2-2 count with no outs, nobody on base.
Yeah, we are in Joplin, Missouri. This is the top half of the first inning. And
called strike. He caught him watching right there. You got to be careful just inside plate right there, and that's what happens when you crowd that inside. They're going to jam you up.
You know, we watched him a few minutes ago, Green warming up, and he was throwing that little loop and curveball. Looked like that's what it was at the last minute. It just caught the inside of the plate. Here's Hudson Williams.
Hudson's a right-handed batter, steps into the box. First pitch is a called strike. And I tell you what, it's sliding across, and it's got the batters froze because they think it's coming at them, and it just slices right away from them. So it's sliding right out across there.
Well, Brecken Green started with a couple of balls. He's thrown 4 straight strikes, and there's a ball on the outside corner.
So this kid can mix it up right now. He's got pretty good control. It's a 1-1 count.
Cade Spiva, and then Kenton Smith is up for the Cats.
Here's the pitch. Just inside, it's going to be a short chopper right back to Green for the 1-3 put out. So out number 2 for Neosho, and it is now the left fielder, number 22, Cade Spiva, that steps into the box.
Spiva comes in hitting at 313. He's played several different positions. He's pitched a little bit. He's played right field, but right now he's a mainstay in left field for the Cats.
He's a right-handed batter. He's got an open stance. Here comes the pitch. Just low for ball 1.
Yeah, going back to that ball that Hudson Williams hit, I believe that was an off-speed pitch.
He's got it something. Here's the pitch from the windup, just outside for ball 2. He's going to pick that outside of that corner right now. He's done a great job of getting called strikes there, so he's going to continue with that. So it's a 2-0 count. He gets his signal. Here's the pitch from the windup from Green. Just outside again for a 3-0 count. This is where Cade's got to be careful because, he's throwing him outside. He's probably going to try to get it inside.
I don't believe he is, but I believe Cade's probably been given the standstill, and that's it, and it's going to be ball 4.
Ball 4, so it'll be a base on balls with 2 outs, got a runner at first, and it is now the designated hitter, number 32, Canton Smith.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 32, Canton Smith.
Canton had a couple of good hits the other night against Webb City. We keep talking about Webb City, but that was a ball game that the Cats probably played their very best in order to get beat, because Webb came in with a record of 9-2, and we gave them all they wanted and then a little bit.
And Canton right now's got a .419 batting average, so he can put it in play.
Yeah, there's a foul ball. It's out of play for strike 1.
And he's being aggressive right now. He's not watching. If it comes in that meat zone, he's going to take it. Try to do something with it, so that's what we got to have.
Pitcher Quentin Hughes is on deck.
Here's the pitch from the stretch.
It's foul ball.
No, he's going to tell him.
He sure is.
He's going to tell him it hit him in the helmet, so it's going to be a hit by a pitch.
So we've got runners on first and second, and these Cats are heart attack kids because they don't normally start a rally until there's 2 outs.
That's not the way you want to start this ball game. I'll say that right now. But, hey, you got to take the momentum while you got it. So let's do it, Neosho. 2 on, 2 out, and Quentin Hughes up to bat.
Quentin Hughes' favorite place is in the right center field alley, and that's wide open for him.
Ball just outside.
Smith over on first, and Spiva at second base.
Green gets the call, goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch, just inside, a swing and a foul ball.
Yeah, timeout's going to be called for just a minute. I believe that Coach Wolf has seen something that
well, that's one of the assistants.
To look at for, yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
He sent out one of the assistants right now, so I got a feeling they're just having a conversation.
Well, apparently he sees something in his delivery, and I tell you, that's what Coach Hessel seems to be so good about, is he can look at that delivery and he can see if there's something going on.
It didn't take long right there for whatever they were having a conference about. They're done.
Yeah, now the home plate and the field umpire are standing at home plate, and they're
evidently there's something on that ball, because they're looking, that both umps are looking at that ball, so something happened to it.
Yeah, and the home plate umpire stuck it back over there in his pocket, but he's looking around. We're in Joplin, Missouri. The Cats are opening up the ball game. Runners on first and second. There's 2 outs. Quentin Hughes is the batter.
And Green goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch, just outside. Now it's a 2-1 count.
Should he get on, Brody Arthur, the right fielder, will be up next.
Here's the pitch from the stretch for Green. Just outside for ball 3. And John, he's one of them, is changing his delivery a little bit. He's more of a 3/4 arm pitcher. Yeah. So he's bringing it across his body right there, and it's slicing away from the batter.
It's 3-1, so Hughes is going to have to protect the plate.
He'll probably try to go inside here. There's a called strike inside, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
You can be giving away any of our trade secrets here, telling these guys what to do.
Hey, they got to do it first. I mean, that's what I would be doing. If he crowds the inside of that box, I'm going to jam him up.
Now the count is full, but runners on first and second for the Cats.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And so in that inning, Joplin faced 5 batters, no run scores, 2 are left stranded. of a 0-0 ball game here between Neosho and Joplin. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
We all have those days where we don't want to get up. But when we have true discipline and choose to rise up, we become the best version of ourselves. To start your journey today, visit risefitnesscenter.com.
Fawcett Greenhouse at 898 Baxter Street in Neosho is a proud supporter of Neosho sports. Springtime brings growing season and baseball to the Neosho area, and Fawcett Greenhouse supports all Neosho spring sports and wants to wish all Wildcats good luck for a happy and safe season of competition. Fawcett Greenhouse can supply you with all your home landscaping and gardening needs. For more information, the number is 417-451-5369 or FawcettGreenhouse.com.
Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. We have had one half inning in play. The Cats had a couple stranded on first and second, and the Joplin Eagles are coming to bat.
And it's going to be Quentin Hughes that is pitching for Neosho.
Please remember that a spirit of good sportsmanship is an expectation of all Joplin Eagles.
Let's see if that doesn't change things just a little bit. The wind's blowing this camera around a little bit. Hopefully it's not an issue.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's got his warm-up pitches, and it is going to be Daniel Rose that steps into the batter's box for Joplin. Daniel is their catcher for Joplin. He is a right-handed batter.
It's a pretty good size for a catcher, isn't he?
He's got a nice size.
Brody Crane's not small by any means.
First pitch is a ball one, just outside and low. Next pitch, just outside again for ball two. Both pitchers seem to be hitting that outside of that plate right now.
Yeah, they certainly do.
There's a foul ball.
It's going to be
just out of play over on the first base side.
Yeah, it's over in the Eagles bullpen.
Well, one thing's for sure. If it's over there, the Shaggers don't have to worry about going far.
That's right.
Here's the pitch real quick. It's a swing and a miss for strike. That's foul, he said, for strike two.
Yeah, the Cats play again on Friday night. We will not be making the travel over to Mount Vernon to see them play, and then we'll be back in the quick of things, and there's another foul ball.
Now, there is one that's whipping into the bullpen. That was a screamer.
Yes, it most certainly was.
So it now is a 2-2 count for Daniel Rose.
Here comes the next pitch underway.
Just outside for ball three. And John, here's what I do. You got a full count now. You got him looking outside. Get that inside corner of that plate now.
Here comes a pitch.
Just high for ball four. So Daniel Rose will advance to first, and it is now the left fielder, number 17, Lane Royal.
For the Cats from left to right, starting with third base, is Hudson Williams. Then it's Jaden Nichols. And the second baseman, and not batting tonight, is Colton Sutherland. On first base is Lawson. Behind the plate is Crane, and Hughes is on the mound.
And number 19, Cooper Williams, is going to come in and pinch run for Daniel Rose on first base. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a hard line drive right to second base for the force out. And Lane will get the first base, advance to first base safe on the call there. It was close, but they will get the force out on second base.
And that's exactly what the Cats have got to do, and that's what we've seen. We are very, very fortunate up the middle to have Nichols and
Southern. They've done a great job.
Or when it's Hughes and Nichols, and we've turned some double play balls, but we most definitely get that lead runner.
Here's the pitch from the stretch. Called strike one on Cole Lawrence. Cole is a right-handed batter. He steps into the batter's box.
He was looking over to first base for just a minute or two. And
they're going to make the pickoff move. Get him back, make sure he's aware if he's still in the ball game, paying attention, which he was. Goes from the stretch here. Quentin Hughes, they're going to take off, and it's a foul ball. It's for strike two, so they had a call right there. They were going with a hit and run.
Yeah, they sure are. Coach says no loss and probably has got more baseball smarts than most first basemen he's ever seen. We've seen him come in and pitch just a little bit, too. We don't see him swing the bat much, but we're going to see that tonight.
Hey, that's a great opportunity here. Here we go. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's an 0-2 count. It's a swing, and it's going right out to right field. It's going deep out to right field, and it's just foul. Brody Arthur right there tried to make the diving catch for it and just missed it.
The wind caught that just a little bit, but I tell you what, Brody made that a lot closer than you or I would.
He sure did. I tell you what, that thing, I was like, oh, it's going to go out of play. And it just stayed up there and hung, and Arthur was tracking it down. So it's still an 0-2 count with one out, runner at first base for the Joplin Eagles. And as you can hear, ladies and gentlemen, by our headsets, there's the wind. It's now whipping a little bit, so you'll probably see that camera shake. Here's the pitch, just outside for ball one.
Brody Crane's doing everything he can to get that outside pitch framed to give the home plate umpire a good look at what to call.
Here he goes again from the stretch. Here's the pitch,
just a little bit outside.
Just outside. 2-2 is the count.
There's one out and a runner on first base for the Joplin Eagles in the first inning.
And Quentin goes from the stretch. And the runner is taking off, and it's going right out to right field. And Arthur is going to make the catch, so he will have to tag up. So he will fly out to Brody Arthur for out number 2. Runner did not get to advance.
I guess that first one that he dove for was kind of a dress rehearsal, wasn't it?
I guess, because that thing shot out of there on the right field. And Brody I thought it might short hopped him all of a sudden, but he had it tracked. So now it's going to be the designated hitter, number 2, Cutler Schwarting.
He stands in there, goes right way back to the back of the batter's box.
He goes inside the batter's box, just outside for ball one, low. That's why, John, if I was a pitcher and I see you doing that, I know you're going to extend those hands out. Those hands are going to be over the plate. I'm throwing it inside on you. Because your hands are part of the bat and everything, so if you hit it off of that, hey, it's a foul ball. It's still fair game because it's part of the ball. Or part of the bat, excuse me. So it is a 1-0 count.
Pretty good group of fans just continuing to come in, and there's a...
And he is going to take off for called strike. Oh, just off the glove of Jaden Nichols. He had that play right there. That was a nice throw there for Brody Crane.
It was a great throw, and he threw from his knees. He did not come up at all. That just shows you a little bit of his arm strength.
He had a nice throw there. It's a 1-1 count now for Schwarting, with a runner at second and 2 outs.
But that runner at second base doesn't mean anything if we get Schwarting right here.
Just outside for ball 2. I like how you're thinking there, John. We've got to get this batter right here. That's what's important.
Let's get in and rattle the bats ourselves a little bit.
Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's going to be a foul ball behind home plate for strike number 2, so now it is a 2-2 count. Umpire's looking at those balls.
A little bit of ball cat in there. Yeah, you bet.
Checking those out, looking them over.
Well, a couple of them have hit these poles that were standing up. They're pretty solid middle.
Just outside for ball 3.
It's going to be a full count.
So now you got a full count with 2 outs, runner at second for Joplin.
Well, they're saying 2-2. Let's see what the home plate
he
umpire
changed it.
says.
He
There
changed it.
goes.
It's
Okay,
3
there
and
it is,
2.
3 and 2.
There
And
it
there's
is.
2 outs. Cats need this one real bad. Got him!
Swing and a miss, and there we go. So a runner is left stranded for Joplin here in the bottom of the first inning of a 0-0 ball game between the Neosho Wildcats and the Joplin Eagles. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics, located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
Insurance Benefits Consultants now has 2 locations to serve you. They're located at 1009 South Neosho Boulevard in Neosho and at 701 Northwest McNelly Road in Bentonville, Arkansas. They are proud supporters of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They provide Medicare and Medicaid supplemental policies, as well as life, health, and group health insurance plans from companies like Allstate and Colonial. For more information, call 417-451-4244 or in Arkansas, 479-431-5226.
Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. We've got 1 inning in the books. The Eagles stranded 1 on second. The Cats stranded 1 on first and second, but there was no blood, so the score is 0-0. The Cats are coming up, and it's going to be number 28, the right fielder, the guy that made the great catch there a little while ago, Brody Arthur.
And then it's going to be Noah Lawson and Brody Crane for the Neosho Wildcats.
And Jaden Nichols, and it's the top of the batting order.
And there we go. I like your thinking there. And here's the pitch. It's a swing and a foul ball on the visitor's side for strike 1 for Brody Arthur.
Now the lefty gets it back in there, and he stretches out just a little bit in the batter's box, waiting for the pitch, and then he's going to bring his front leg up.
Brecken gets the call, and then he backs off. Tries to get himself collected here. Kind of a chess match between the batter and the pitcher. Here's the pitch from the windup. It's a swing and a foul ball right off the helmet of Daniel Rose.
Yeah, he feels like he's okay. I tell you what, if Brody could put the ball down the third baseline, he could run till tomorrow afternoon.
They've got the they don't have the corners so much. Let's see what happens here. So it is an 0-2 count for Brody Arthur. Brecken Green gets the call. Just outside for ball 1. It's a 1-2 count now. Green going from the windup. Here's the pitch. Just inside for ball 2. And I tell you right now, you hear the Joplin faithful. They're like, "Ooh, that thing was close." So all he's got to do is dial it up just a little bit better right there, and he'll get a strike. So it is now 2-2 for Brody Arthur.
Ball low and outside.
Ball low and outside, so now it's 3-2.
You're looking at the Cats. They're dressed in their black tops and white pinstripe bottoms with white lettering. Joplin Eagles are in their typical white and blue lettering.
And there's ball 4 just low, so it'll be a base on balls for Brody Arthur. And it is now the first baseman, number 34, Noah Lawson, that steps into the batter's box.
Yeah, I tell you, the Joplin faithful didn't like any part of that deal, did they at all?
You could hear the moaning and groaning, so to speak.
Lawson steps in from the right-hand side of the plate.
So Green gets the call. He's going to go from the stretch. Brody takes the lead off.
Arthur's got some speed.
Here's the pitch. And they're going to lay down the bunt right off the bat. They're going to try to advance the runner. And they will get the double play.
Sure did.
Wow, that is sharp.
So it was 1-4 for
1 to 4.
4-3.
4-3 for the other. It's a double play. So take all the runners off the base. Nobody's on, and it is now the catcher, number 4, Brody Crane.
You know, double play ball is the pitcher's best friend, and obviously the pitcher was the one that jumped off and caught that ball. There's a strike one on Crane.
Swing and a miss.
Wind's backed off just a little bit, but not very much.
Every time you say that, John, it picks up.
And there it did.
Ooh, there's a called strike. He called that strike right there,
did.
strike two. So it's an 0-2 count with 2 outs.
Crane did his best to hold up, but he couldn't. He had to come on around.
Sometimes I find it best to just go ahead and pull that trigger. And there it is, strike 3. So there is 3 up, 3 down for the Neosho Wildcats. No run score here in the top half of the second inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Well, we're in Joplin, Missouri. It is the bottom half of the second inning. The Cats, no thanks to a 1-6-3 perfect double play, got out of the inning and could not score. It was a great job by the defense that time, wasn't it?
They did a great job of that, just turning that double play.
It really was, but the Cats didn't score, so they've been in 2 innings now, and there's no score. And Joplin is coming up in the bottom half of the inning. It's going to be Brock Waghorn, then it's going to be Braxton Goff. And Peyton Swinson. Yes.
For the Joplin Eagles. Brock Waghorn going to step in the batter's box. He is a right-handed batter.
Goff plays right field, and he'll be coming up after that.
Number 22, Brock Waghorn.
Pitch is just outside for ball 1.
Thing that's got to happen is Quentin Hughes has got to become pretty pitch economical. We do not need the last 2 outings he's had. He's been taken out because of pitch count. And we need to, and he's one of those that manages the game. So put the ball in play and let's not use many pitches. Call strike 2.
And so it's a 1-2 count now. Last 2 pitches have both been strikes. Although the scoreboard out there doesn't show it, it is a 1-2 count. Oh, there? Nope.
He held back, yeah. Home plate umpire appealing to the field umpire, but he did hold back.
And it is now a 2-2 count. Just outside for ball 3. So now it is a full count.
There's something going on over there. I'm not sure exactly.
Joplin dugout is playing the side game. And there's ball 4. And evidently they're going to say it worked right there, so they get a base on balls for Waghorn. And it is now the right fielder, number 3, Braxton Goff.
Now batting the right fielder.
He's going to step in from the left-hand side of the plate. And we saw Joplin when they had a runner on first in the last inning. They tried to play hit and run 3 times that time, and there's nothing to make me believe they wouldn't do it again.
I'm with you, John. I think if they can get a chance, this kid's going to take a jump, and he's going to try to go. Showed bunt, fouled it off, there, behind home plate for strike 1.
In the outfield and left field, it's Spiva. Center field is Finn Versluisen. In right field, it is Brody Arthur for the Cats, and they're playing just pretty well straight away.
Goff is showing bunt again.
It's low for a ball.
Pulls back for ball 1, so it is a 1-1 count.
Spiva's probably playing in about 3 steps as the lefty steps back in here.
Williams is in on the corner on the third base side, showing bunt. He will take it. He will get the out at first for the 1-3 put out there. However, Goff does advance Waghorn to second base for Joplin. And now it is number 7, the second baseman, Peyton Swinson.
Peyton Swinson with number 7 on his back and also batting in the number 7 position. Who do we know from this area that was pretty famous that played professional ball wearing number 7?
I have to rely on your whoa, there's a hit right out in left center field. It's going to be a base hit. We'll advance the runner, so Swinson will get a base hit and we'll move Waghorn to third. So now you got runners at first and third and 1 out.
Well, I'll give you another hint. The Neosho JV played in his baseball classic and won it on their side.
And see, I was going to go that way, but, I'm not a baseball connoisseur like some of you guys. So, yeah, Mickey Mantle, there we go. And now it is David Ben, the third baseman, number 16, that comes into the batter's box. Runners on the corner, 1 out. Quentin Hughes is going from the stretch. It's a pitch and a called strike for David Ben.
You're watching Crane. He steps just a little bit, sets up just a little bit on the outside corner.
As long as he keeps framing that glove back in and over that plate, that's all that matters. Call them strikes. Here we go. Pitch, ball high for ball 1.
Yeah, I'm not real sure if Crane's not going to be tested again at second base. Be interesting to see what the Cats do.
With 1 out, I guarantee you they might play some aggressive baseball here and see if they can move that runner.
Well, there's no doubt about it. It is early in the ball game.
And
called strike 2.
It's called strike, and they're just going to let him go.
Yeah.
Say, okay, we'll let you take that stolen base, but we'll take that called strike. So now it's a 1-2 count with 1 out. Runners at second and third for Joplin.
Cade Shoemaker, the shortstop, will be coming up next. Then it's the top of the batting order for Joplin.
Here's the pitch. Ball just outside is now a 2-2 count. Quentin takes call, goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That thing is just out of play.
Yeah. Ooh. Too bad that wasn't mine.
John.
Yeah, things are real close here at the ballpark, and there's much like McDonald County, the road is just right there. Got him, strike 3.
There we go, a swing and a miss. That was the old Blue Bayou pitch right there. So got that strikeout for him, and now it is Caden Shoemaker, the shortstop for Joplin.
Now, if the Cats can somehow find their way of getting out of this with runners on second and third, that's going to go a long way as far as momentum for our Cats.
Exactly. Hopefully they're not like us. They're not some cardiac kids and start getting going on second out. First pitch, ball 1.
It had to have been just a little bit high because it looked to me like it was on that corner.
I'm with you. It just maybe from this angle, just a little high.
Here comes the next pitch from Hughes.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. So it is now a 1-1 count with 1 out, or 2 outs, I should say. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just low for ball 2. And the Joplin baseball players are hooping it up right there, playing that psychological ball right there, trying to get into the pitcher's head.
You know, here's the thing about it. Being as close as we are, and I noticed this the other night after the Webb City ball game, Quentin Hughes was over there, and there were about 4 different Webb City players around him. These guys all know each other. They played together. They played against each other since they were in the 3rd grade. So there could be a little bit of... if there is such a thing as friendly trash talk.
There is such thing as that. So it's now a 2-2 count. Pitch and a foul ball. Ooh. I tell you what, somebody over there in that parking lot better get ready. You might be having a new air conditioning set up on your vehicle.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the bottom half of the second inning.
And here's the pitch. Just outside for ball 3.
Crane wanted to throw the ball down to third base. He thought
it
there.
was, but
and then he turned around and said something to the home plate umpire about it. Whoops, my miscue.
It's 3-2 now. It's a full count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a foul ball just over the home dugout.
You know, Shoemaker's done his very best to try to hit the ball to right field about 3 times now. Quentin just needs to put his foot on the gas and rock and fire.
I'm with you there. Let's get this thing over with and be done and leave those runners stranded for Joplin.
Here comes
There's
the pitch.
It's going to be a line drive. It will be a base hit. 1 run will score. Second runner is trying to advance.
Got him! Yes, sir. Great job. Great job by Cade Spiva. A great tag by Brody Arthur.
However, 1 run will score for Joplin as they go up.
Brody Crane. Let me say Brody Crane.
As they go up on the Neosho Wildcats here in the bottom of the second inning by a score of 1-0. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEL Sports Network.
We will be right back after this.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. The Joplin Eagles scored once, but a great throw by Cade Spiva into Brody Crane at home plate, protecting the play. I got excited and called him Arthur, but it wasn't. It was Brody Crane. Great tag. Kept them from scoring, and the inning kept going. Hey, we want to thank some of our sponsors. Specialty Risk Insurance, ProLube Tire and Auto Center, Crowder College, and be sure to stay tuned after the ball game for the pregame show, which is brought to you by Crowder College. Eric Norris, he's your State Farm agent who brings us the keys to the Cats. Rise Fitness Center, Fawcett Greenhouse, Big Nickel, and Insurance Benefit Consultants here in Neosho. Top half of the third inning, Cats are down by 1. It's going to be Jaden Nichols, and then it's the top of the batting order, Coach.
Hey, and I like what you said there, that last inning right there. We get that third out on that. Had it not been a play right there, had he just laid up or anything, who knows? It would have been a rally for them, and they would have gone up 2-0 on us. So that's a good way to stop the momentum for Joplin. Leave 2 of them stranded on and only let 1 run score. And now it's time for the Neosho Wildcats to get it started with Jaden Nichols.
Jaden Nichols had a couple of hits, one of them an extra base hit the other night against Webb City, and he is coming into his own with the bat here of late. There's the first pitch. It looks like it is outside and high.
For ball 1.
Nichols playing shortstop today, which is a normal rotation when Hughes is on the mound.
And he's going to do a short little chopper to the shortstop right there. And it's going to be the 6-3 makeout. Caden Shoemaker makes that 6-3 put out.
And that was a close play, but Nichols made it close with his speed.
Caden, I was watching Shoemaker, the shortstop for Joplin. I thought it might catch him right there the way he was running, just go underneath him. But he did a great job of fielding it and getting it out of his glove and get it to first base.
Here's Finn for Sluice. He struck out his first time up.
First pitch called strike. For strike 1 with 1 out. No runners on base for Neosho.
He's going to stop. Looks like there's something in his eye there for a minute or 2.
Well, who knows with this turf? It might be a little of that turf rubber.
It could very well be.
And he gets back into the batter's box.
Flips that bat around.
As long as it doesn't affect his vision, so he can hit this ball right here. Ball one right there, and I tell you what now, with the way that he throws, Green throws that three-quarter arm coming across, it is kind of scary when it comes out of that arm because it looks like it's coming to you, but it'll slice right away from you. It's a swing and a miss for strike two.
Well, I tell you what, just right over the pitcher's head, back up over second base is wide open right now. And, of course, right center field is open for the Cats as well.
Right now for Joplin.
Strike three, got him.
So he will go down for the second out, and it is now Hudson Williams.
Hudson Williams was out 1-3 his first time up.
And right now, Green has 4 strikeouts for the game right now here in the third inning.
And he's caught Versluis twice.
Here's the pitch.
Call strike one.
Call strike.
Hudson did the same thing. He thought that was going to be inside because he moved that shoulder back just a little bit.
That three-quarter arm, the way it's being released, you think it's coming right at you, and it'll just slice right away from you.
He's
crossing that plate.
Green looks over at his coach for the pitch. Here comes the next pitch. Strike
Call
two.
Strike on the outside corner. So it is now an 0-2 count.
Yeah, the Cats are going to have to do something. They're going to have to figure him out because he just continues to get stronger as the game goes on.
And, John, you look at it, the way he throws, he's got a three-quarter arm that comes across. He'll go over the top.
Call strike three. Got him again.
3. So in that inning, 3 up, 3 down. No runs will score here in the middle of the third inning as the Joplin Eagles lead the Neosho Wildcats by a score of 1-0. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri, where the Joplin Eagles are up on the Neosho Wildcats by a score of 1-0. Hey, we want to invite you to be with us on the 16th when we will be at home and coach the Carl Junction Bulldogs are coming to town. And let me say, someone's got those Bulldogs by the tail because they are 9-3.
Hey, they're playing some baseball right now. They're on fire. Here we go. First pitch, and it's going to be
line shot.
Line shot right to the first baseman right there, Noah Lawson, who did a great job of showing some range there and making that play.
It's top of the batting order now. David Rose, the catcher.
He was the one right there with the line drive of the first out, and now it's the left fielder, number 17, Lane Roy.
Oh, that's right, that was, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake.
It's okay. It happened quick. It's what we call a bang-bang play. Called strike right there, had him watching right there, didn't want to pull the trigger. Lane probably should have.
Well, Rose got on by way of a fielder's choice his first time up when the Cats got the double play ball. Squared the bunt and then thought better of it.
For ball one, so now it is a 1-1 count, or is he trying to just mess with the pitcher's head a little bit? Here's the pitch, it's a swing, it's going to be a short chopper to Jay Nichols for the 6-3 put out right there. I was waiting to see the umpire make the call. He wasn't making that call for a while.
He wasn't thinking about it too much. Thinking about it too much, was he?
I was like, wait a minute here. Is this going to be called safe? And it is now the center fielder, number 1, Cole Lawrence.
Well, that just shows you the baseball intelligence of Lawson out there, because he caught that ball on the ground and picked it up so he could show the umpire in order to make the play.
And the first pitch is a ball 1 for Quentin Hughes. Here's the pitch. Just outside for ball 2.
As we said, this is our second COC ball game, but of course this has district playoff implications as well, as Joplin is in the same district that we're in.
Ball 3 just low. Yeah, John, and that's one of those things, like you said, it's got conference implications, it's got district implications. You don't want to, lose one here. You want to take it right to them. There's called strike. It's a 3-1 count right now for Quentin Hughes.
It was right there on the outside corner.
That if you could get a win here today and go home with a victory, that's
going to be out of play, I believe. Yeah.
For strike 2. So now it's a full count. But you want to ride that momentum train as much as possible, going in there knowing that you can take it to these Joplin Eagles and beat them. And that's going to be a line drive right out to center field.
Back on his horse. Here he comes in to make the play.
He will make that catch. So he will fly out to center field for the third out. It's 3 up, 3 down for the Joplin Eagles here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the 4-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999. Spiva, Smith, and Hughes are up for the Cats in the top half of the 4th inning. Coach, the middle of the batting order. What a great opportunity for us to score.
Yeah, I like what you're thinking right there. We are in the meat of this order right now. Let's just get these guys on base and let's get some ducks on the pond and get some runs going for Neosho.
And Cade Spiva, number 22, steps in on the right-hand side.
First pitch is a called strike. His first time at bat, he got a base on balls.
I say right-hand side. He's a left-handed batter. It's hard to tell sometimes, isn't it?
It is hard to tell sometimes.
Here comes the next pitch. Way outside for a ball.
Ball 2. Going to get out of.
Cade drew a base on balls his last time up.
Actually, they've got a 1-1 count. I'm sorry.
Oh, I guess.
1-1. That's all right. We're going to stick with it. It's a 1-1 count. Just outside. Now it's a 2-1 count.
See some of the Neosho fans going out to the car to pick up some coats. It may get cool before the JV ball game starts.
As the shade comes around here, call strike, and there it is. It's that 3/4 arm. It's coming across. It's freezing the batters up.
He took a little something off of that one too.
He does. Like you said, it takes it off. It slides in. It's a slider, I think, a lazy curve.
2-2. Here comes the pitch. And there's a shot right up the middle.
There we go. That will be a base hit for Cade Spiva. And now it is the designated hitter, Canton Smith.
Kent got hit by a pitch the last time up.
Right center field.
He's got, as I said, a .419 batting average, but he's got a .519 on-base percentage. So we need to get him on base right now.
Spiva takes a reasonable lead off of first base.
Called strike, and that's, again, that 3/4 arm.
Yeah, that was, but tell you what, that was a nice job by Rose to frame that pitch.
He did a good job as well. As you said, he framed it right in there. Is Neosho going to have a play on here?
Canton Hughes and Arthur.
He shows bunt right down the first base side.
There we go. Why he's going to be there.
There we go. And now there's going to be.
Boy, I'll tell you what, talk about catching the first baseman back on his heels. What a nice job by Canton that time, and move the runner as well.
I like what you said right there. There was a lack of communication between him and the pitcher because one of the things that should have happened is that pitcher should have been coming across and help with that, and it was just a little too late.
Cats got something going. Runners on first and second, no outs, and here's the pitcher, Quentin Hughes.
They're going to take a lead off. It's the first base corner that's down in tight. Showing bunt, pulls it back for ball one. Now they're going to pull both corners down. Well, no, they're not. They're going to pull the one. The one's going to stay right at base level on the third base side. David Ben is anticipating. There's going to be a swing and a miss for strike one. Fouled it off, I should say. So it's now a 1-1 count with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Just outside.
You know, we interviewed Canton a while back, and we talked about him coming out from behind home plate and looking at everybody and flashing some signs, and he said, yeah, Coach wants us to really concentrate on the mental part of the game, and that's exactly what happened and why he got on first base.
And there's a foul ball for strike two, so now it is a 2-2 count. I think he was trying to show a bunt there, but that thing took off of the bat. It could have gone over the first baseman.
It almost came back over here.
I was trying to think he's trying to get it over that first baseman's head as he's running in. Here's the pitch, and he's going right off the end of the bat. We'll get the 4-3 put out for the first out, but he will advance the runners. So now runners at second and third for Neosho with one out, and it is now the right fielder, number 28, Brody Arthur.
Brody Arthur had a walk his last time up, and then he was one forced at second base.
Ball just outside. He's going to go from the windup. Here it is.
Ball high.
And inside for ball two. So Green is not going to worry about the runners right now. He's just concentrating, gets the call going from the windup. And foul ball out of play for strike one.
Now runners on second and third for the Cats. There is one out. Top half of the fourth inning.
Here's the pitch from the windup. Called strike just on that outside of the corner. And again, Rose did a great job of framing that pitch.
Yeah, he did. And here comes the wind again. Ball
just outside for a full count now, 3-2.
It looked like a little bit of a screwball that time.
Well, it's got a little whip on it.
Yeah, it does.
So it's now a full count with one out. Runners at second and third for Neosho.
Arthur just needs to hoist this ball in the air.
Oh!
Hit him.
So now you have bases loaded, and it is the first baseman, Noah Lawson, that steps into the batter's box. His last time at bat, he got a 4-3 put out on a grounder.
Yeah, he was part of a double play that got the Eagles out of the inning. I'm sure he'd like to right that ship right now.
Pitch, ball outside for ball one.
After Lawson, it'll be Brody Crane and Jaden Nichols. Then it's the top of the batting order.
Green going from the windup. Called strike on the outside corner. He's just rear backing and throwing right now with one out, bases loaded. 1-1 is the count.
And here comes the pitch underway. Swung on high, foul ball, out of play.
Ooh.
Got close to. I tell you what, that gray Jeep over there. And
Somebody,
second time it's been real close to hit.
Somebody might want to move their vehicle. Oh, there's going to be a line drive. And they caught Canton Smith on the tag of it. It will be a double play.
Winston for a line drive. Winston to Shoemaker to second base for the double play.
And at the end of a 3.5 innings, the Joplin Eagles are up on the Neosho Wildcats by a score of 1-0. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back after this. The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the 4-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Well, it is the bottom half of the 4th inning. We're in Joplin, Missouri, but Coach over in Webb City. Adam Winkler, who has been Director of Operations for KNEO and is a veteran broadcaster of some 18 years, is singing his swan song. He's had an opportunity to move to Tyler, Texas, and we want to wish him the very best.
We sure do. First pitch for Quentin Hughes is a ball 1 just inside. He's facing the designated hitter, number 2, Cutler Schwarting.
The opportunity he has is with a Compassion radio station that has 9 different signals, and he's going to be in charge of programming over there, and we're excited for him to get over there and spread his wings out a little bit and get his family back down there and maybe not spend so much time chasing baseball, softball, and football.
Yeah, he's got to take care of the family and everything, and I want to wish him well. He was a great mentor to me, as well as you, John, and Jim Jackson and everything, and helping me get me involved in this and so forth. So I really appreciate everything that's been done and so forth. And there's foul ball somewhere out in that parking lot again. So now it is a 2-2 count for Schwarting.
Schwarting, the designated hitter, struck out his first time up. There's a 2-ball and 1-strike count, no outs in the bottom of the 4th, and
there's a swing and miss. And there is strike 3. So that's only the second strikeout, for Quentin Hughes. So now it is number 22, Brock Waghorn, the first baseman. His last time on bat, he got base on balls and came around and scored for Joplin. The only score so far this game. And the first pitch is a called strike. So it is an 0-1 count. And now he's going to base rip one for a base hit down the left field side between shortstop and third. So he will get on first. And then now it is the right fielder, number 3, Braxton Goff.
Now batting is the right fielder, number 3, Braxton Goff. Number 3, Braxton Goff.
Goff bunted his last time up and was out 1-3, but he moved the runners across.
We're going to see what's Joplin going to do right here with 1 out. Here's the pitch, just inside. It's a hit pitch.
Yes, it did hit him.
So he will get on first. Waghorn will advance to second, and now it is Number 7, the second baseman, Peyton Swinson.
He had a single his last time up and then stole second base.
And got caught in the tag up.
Yes, he did. He was stepping off the mound for just a minute, trying to control himself just a little bit. He probably knows better how to catch himself and control himself than anybody.
And first pitch is a called strike. Well, he's got plenty of experience about that, John. He's played 3 years as quarterback for Neosho and everything, so he knows how to handle situations where it's heated and it's hostile, is one way of saying it here in Joplin, as you're trailing Joplin Eagles. He's going to take a short hop, and he's going to get the 1-3 put out.
I didn't even look at third base. That tells you a little something about his ability to play this game.
Yeah, he knew. He said, okay, I'm going to get that out for sure, and I'm going to get that. So now you got 2 outs.
Quentin's actually a 4-year starter for the Cats. He got in as a freshman, played some third base for the Cats in some of the latter ball games, and then he became the mainstay at third base until this year he's gone to shortstop.
There's his first pitch for David Ben, the third baseman, and it's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
He struck out his first time up.
Well, we'd like to get another one right here and leave these ducks stranded on the pond. Ball outside for ball 1.
Arthur coming up with that look down to third base. Crane. I'll get it there in a minute. Crane with that look down to third base.
Here's the pitch, just outside for ball 2.
For the Cats, it's going to be Brody Crane, Jaden Nichols in the top of the batting order.
That's going to be a base hit.
That's going to bring in one. It's going to bring in 2 runs. And
2 runs will score. And he will get a double. And so now with 2 outs, runner at second, the Joplin Eagles take a 3-0 lead here in the 4th inning against the Neosho Wildcats.
Here's Shoemaker.
Here's the pitch for Shoemaker, and it's a called strike.
Flied out to Noah Lawson his last time up.
First pitch, second pitch is just outside. I was waiting to see if it was going to be a delayed call. So it's now a 1-1. With 2 outs, here's the pitch.
Low and outside for a ball.
Ball 2, now it's 2-1.
2 outs, the Cats need to get one right here and then come back and rattle the bats.
I like your thinking there, John. We need to get those bats going. And there's a foul ball behind home plate. So
right
now
back at us.
2-2 count. As long as it's not at the camera, John, that's all I care about.
Yep. Yeah, we're up here on the mezzanine behind the stands, and ball could very well come up over that backstop and come right at us. Did you bring your ball glove?
No, I did not. Ball low, and now it's a full count. Besides, I don't know if I could move that fast to get across this table over to that camera.
Let's full count.
I might be able to hit that camera and knock it down.
Shoemaker up to bat. Here's the pitch.
It's going to go right off that mound, and he will get the 6-3 put out, leave the runner stranded at second base. However, 2 runs will score for Joplin as they take a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning over the Neosho Wildcats. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
And we're in Joplin, Missouri. John Ball and Larry Perkins with you as the Cats take on the Joplin Eagles. The Cats have dug a little bit of a hole. They're down 3-0. Coming up is going to be the catcher Brody Crane, shortstop Jaden Nichols, and then it's the top of the batting order. The coach, now would be a good time to do it, wouldn't it?
Like you said, you've dug yourself in a hole like that right now, and you're trailing 3-0. But, hey, all you got to do is get the bats alive, get the ducks on the pond, and score some runs and just gnaw away at this. And we've shown that we can do that. We did that to Webb City and everything, and then ended up taking a lead on them. But, hey, Webb City came back and gnawed at us. So, hey, we got to do the same thing here. This 3-0 is not a sufficient lead for Joplin right now.
Well, we scored 7 against Marshfield last Tuesday night on the way to an 18-17 victory. Crane takes the first one low and outside.
For ball 1. And as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, you hear that sound. The wind's just whipping a little bit. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, that was a pretty good pitch to swing at that time.
It was. Just undercut it a little bit there. Trying to swing for the fence. Just make contact on it and let it go. And he does that very thing, and it is a high foul ball.
Oh, my God. Close again.
Wow.
Yeah.
For strike number 2. I tell you what, somebody better move that thing. It must have a homing beacon for them balls. That thing keeps getting closer and closer.
Yeah, it does. A ball and 2 strikes. Outside for a ball. He wanted to swing in and thought
I can tell you right now, Green's got that 3/4 arm pitch, and it comes across there. It leaves you frozen because it comes right at you and it just slices away from you.
Jaden Nichols, the shortstop's up next, and there's called strike 3.
There it is. Called strike 3. And now it is going to be Jaden Nichols, the shortstop, that steps into the batter's box. He grounded out to the shortstop for the 6-3 putout the last time at bat.
Here comes the first pitch from Green. That was a little bit of an overhand fastball, wasn't it?
It is, and that's what I'm saying. You can watch. He controls it by the way he throws it. If it comes overhead, he's bringing the fastball heat to you. If it goes 3/4 arms, he's going to try to slice it, and there it is. It's going to be high fly ball to right field out there. Braxton Goff makes the catch. And now it is Finn versus Luce.
Finn versus Luce has struck out 2 times in the ball game. Then it's Hudson Williams and Kate Spiva. Kate Spiva has the 1 hit. Kenton Smith has the other one. Other than that, it's a pretty clean slate for Green, isn't it?
It is pretty clean slate. First pitch is ball 1. And the next pitch going from the windup for Green. Ball high for ball 2. It's a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball
just
3.
Outside for ball 3. And you know, John, right now, just looking at it, I mean, Green for Joplin is doing a great job of managing the ball game for them.
Yeah, he is.
He's just throwing pitches. If they hit it, okay, let the defense take care of it. They're doing their job.
It's called strike 1.
Called strike, so taking one out of the playbook from Neosho right there a little bit for Quentin Hughes. They're doing the same thing. Green's just managing this game. There's a foul. Actually, it's going to be a short little chopper. Rose is going to keep it in play and going to get the 2-3 put out and gun him down. So 3 up, 3 down, no run score here in the 5th inning for the Neosho Wildcats as they trail the Joplin Eagles by a score of 3-0 here in the middle of the 5th inning. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary of Neosho or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Northwest Arkansas Naturals return home to Arvest Ballpark on Tuesday, April 16th versus the Midland Rockhounds. 7:05 is going to be the first pitch. Ticket information is available through nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO Radio. Coach, the Cats have got to do something.
They sure do. And by the way, what's a rockhound?
I'm not real sure.
Okay, all right. I figured your vast knowledge of baseball history and
I just
everything.
know they're not mudhounds.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We're going to get it started, and it's going to be number 6, the catcher, Daniel Rose for Joplin here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
The Cats are down by a score of 3-0. We need a clean 3-up, 3-down inning, and there's a high pop foul. I believe it's Crane thinks he's going to get under it, and he makes the catch and lost it. Yeah.
And that was a hard catch to make right there. It was trailing away from him.
Yeah, I tell you what, I thought that ball was going to be out of play when he first hit it.
I was with you, too, because I was like, that wind's catching it right now. But that'll be strike 1 for Rose.
Rose has walked, and then he has
he flied out to Noah Lawson, the first baseman.
3-0, he sure did.
Here we go. First, second pitch. Ball high, so it's a 1-1 count.
It's the bottom half of the 5th inning, and I would imagine the Cats are probably good call. Strike 1.
Call strike 2.
Strike
John.
2.
That's strike
right.
2. It's a 1-2 count now.
Yeah, I'm sure the Cats are thinking about pitch count going forward.
And that's going to be a hard
Versluis is on his horse, and he's got it.
But Versluis gets underneath it, makes the catch. So out number 1, and it is now the left fielder, number 17, Lane Royal, that steps into the batter's box.
He got on by way of a fielder's choice, and then he grounded out in the 3rd inning.
Right now, Joplin's starting to come around and figure out the timing on Quentin Hughes.
That's the first pitch. It's slowing outside for a ball.
And I was kind of like you, John. I'm wondering if, do they have a pitch count here, or is there a certain number they want, or are they going to let him go to his limit? Next pitch, ball 2. What are they going to do here? So it's a 2-0.
Well, he's a little deceptive with that pitch count because he's not really overpowering, but he manages the game so well. There's a hard hit ball going right back out into the street.
Ooh.
And almost got that great
pickup truck that time.
Almost got the pickup truck. So
that Jeep and that pickup, they're in prime spot. And I think the person is sitting in that truck watching this ball game.
2 balls and a strike on Lane Royal.
They're saying now 3-1 is the count. I must have missed a pitch.
No.
And that's going to be ball 4. So he will draw a walk, and it is now the center fielder, number 1, Cole Lawrence.
He flied out to Vin Versluis his last time up, and then he flied out to Brody Arthur in right field.
So he can show that he can drive the ball. So let's see what he's going to do here.
Lawson playing Royal close over there on first base.
Hudson Williams is on the corner over here. He's in tight.
Lawson's got kind of an interesting stance with his back to the batter, but he's looking over this way. There's a foul ball that is up, and it's going to be out of place.
Out of the reach of Brody Crane. So it is now 1 strike, no balls for Cole Lawrence with 1 out, runner on first. And going to try to pick it off, and it will get by Noah Lawson.
He may go to third. That ball is going way out of it.
Coach is sending him on. So he will get all the way over to third on an error.
Second, and then advancing to third on the errant throw.
And right there is one of those keys, John, I talked about. We got to play a clean game, and that error right there, you don't want that to cost you right now because you just got 1 out. Now you've got a runner in scoring position, and your batter's got an 0-1 count. Now he's got an 0-2 count.
Yeah, the throw over to third base was low, and Hudson Williams kind of pretending he was a catcher, reached down and dug it out. And
had he not done that, it could have been even more. Just outside for ball 1.
Probably heard a little snap on that one. There was some
2-1 count now.
Here comes a pitch from Hughes. And it's fouled off. This one's going to be out of play.
Oh, again.
Wish I had just a nickel for every ball that's hit on that road up there above us.
You might be a very rich man right now. So it's a 1-2 count still, and it's going to be a foul out of play. Oh, that one got
it. Yes, it did. It got that gray
pickup truck. You heard it.
Did.
That was a dinger on the side of it. So it's still a 1-2 count. 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's going to be foul ball down the third base side.
I'll tell you what, it's a great at-bat for Cole Lawrence. Regardless of what happens, he is doing what we hoped wouldn't happen. He's running that pitch count up on
he sure is.
Hughes. There's another one that's back
out of play behind home plate. So still a 1-2 count.
Jim Jackson was here. I wonder how many snow cones he'd have now.
I don't know if I'd still be ready for snow cone. It's a little bit better. Not much. Foul ball out of play. I tell you what, Cole Lawrence is battling in that batter's box right now. He is anything close, he is swinging.
I haven't watched the pitch count, but it's got to be 8 or 9 pitches, I would think, at this point.
He's had at least 9 pitches because he's had 4 or 5 foul balls.
And there's just 1 ball.
And there's going to be a base hit. So another run will score for Joplin. Cole Lawrence will get a base hit.
With an RBI single into left field.
As he hit a base hit out in left field, and it is now the designated hitter, number 2, Cutler Schwarting.
Yeah, I think Coach Bo is going to want to come out and have a little conference. While we do that, we want to thank Newmac Electric, Sports Locker, KSN KODE, Zach's Car Wash, McKay Quality Roofing, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, People's Bank of Seneca, and Compton CPA. We appreciate all that they do for us, don't we?
Hey, we sure do. And if you get an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, and you're around one of those vendors, just please say thank you for doing that, because as John stated before the game and the pregame, hey, it gives these 2 old guys an opportunity to come out and broadcast the ball game for you, whether it be football, basketball, or even baseball today and softball. Without those sponsors, this would not be possible to showcase the talent here in Southwest Missouri.
No, it wouldn't. It looked like this ball game was speeding right along. Now Joplin has picked up a few runs along the way. It is the bottom half.
And now it's going to be number
5th inning.
23, Dominic Leisman. That's going to come into bat.
The Eagles, number 23, Don Leisman.
Okay, and he will be batting in place of Cutler Schwarting.
Yeah, Cutler Schwarting. So Quentin Hughes will get the call. He goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Just outside for ball 1.
Yeah, I would say that Quentin's going to have to get it going. Looks like in the bullpen, looks like that's McInturf, I believe. That is warming up. He hasn't turned around for us to see, but I believe that's who that is.
There's the pitch, and he's going to have him. Oh, will be misplayed.
And nice job by Versluis to get that ball to keep him from going to third base.
But I will tell you what, that was not a bad throw there.
No, it wasn't.
I tell you what, Brody Crane right now is showing he can be a force back here at catcher for Neosho right now. So a runner at second. There's 1 out. And it is pitch from the stretch. And it's swung
right by
and a
him.
miss for strike 1. So now it's 2 balls, 1 strike for Leesman. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Got him.
Got him out right there. Okay, so that
Swinging for out number 2.
out number 2. So he had 2 strikes. And it is now just the second strikeout for Quentin Hughes.
Well, that is
or
a
third,
right.
excuse me.
Yeah, that's a right-hander down there in the bullpen for the Cats.
And now it is Waghorn. Here's the pitch. Just inside for ball 1.
Waghorn walked and came around to score, and then he had a single and came around to score. So he scored 2 of the 4 runs for Joplin. Runner on second base. Hughes looks back. Here comes
Here's
the
the pitch. And it's going to be a hard line drive out to center field, but Versluis will make the catch for out number 3. And a runner is left stranded here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Joplin as they lead by a score of 4-0 as they scored 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Neosho Baseball as they trail the Joplin Eagles by a score of 4-0 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Let's top half of the 6th inning. We're in Joplin, Missouri. The Neosho Wildcats have got to do something because Brecken Green is just breezing right along. He has a 4-run lead right now. Looks like Finn Versluis and Noah Lawson are down in the bullpen warming up in case there needs to be a change. Here's Hudson Williams, the third baseman.
His last time he struck out, and his first time at bat, he grounded out to the pitcher. And so, evidently, their
base umpire had to
field umpire.
for just a minute,
he's talking to the administration.
Yeah, and he's stopping talking to Coach Bo too.
So I don't know what's going on around here.
That's T over there. He's
Yeah,
talking
it's
to T.
T.
Hessel. Here comes the first pitch,
and it's a
there's
swing.
A swing hit, and he's going to have to hustle.
But Shoemaker mishandles it, so he will get on base. And that will be an error, so that's the first error for Joplin.
Here's Cade Spiva. He's had the hit for Neosho, or the one of 2 hits. The other hit was by Kenton Smith. Spiva walked the first time up, and then he got a hit his last time up. And we get to see Williams do his tribal dancing over there at first base.
Here's the pitch.
And there's a
It's gonna be
solid
short
hit,
chopper right at the second baseman.
And everybody's safe.
Oh,
my goodness. No, he's...
wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
They're going to have a conversation here.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to call They're going to call him out.
You're going to call him out.
And it was another mishandled by the shortstop that got Williams to second base, but then it was 6-4 for the out, and Spiva is on base
first.
with the fielder's choice.
And now it is Canton Smith, the designated hitter. Coach Bo Hessel, he didn't agree with that call.
No, and I tell you, the base umpire, that was pretty gallant of him to look over at Bo and say, come here, let's talk about this.
Yep.
And that certainly was diplomatic on his part to explain to him why he made the call the way he did. And Bo says, okay.
And the first pitch there for Canton Smith is a foul behind home plate for strike number 1.
Quentin Hughes will be the batter next, and then it's Brody Arthur. Canton has the other hit. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning, and so he's been on base both times tonight.
There's a foul ball. It's that overhand fastball.
Foul ball right back at us.
0-2 count now for Canton Smith.
Well, I tell you what, a shot out to right center field. He could run till tomorrow.
Could give us a shot in the arm, couldn't it?
Sure could.
And there it is. Ooh.
Low and inside.
The Joplin faithful thought that was a strike.
They thought that was a strike. They sure did.
But it was just inside. And I tell you what, that's a nice little 3/4 arm pitch that he brings across there. It just freezes the batter if you're a right-handed batter.
Yeah, one thing you want to remember is Canton is a catcher. He's seen them all. He's caught them, and he's batted behind them. He's got a pretty good eye. And he fouls that one off. He just kind of reached out and spoiled that one. Cats have yet to really tee off on Brecklin Green.
He's doing a great job of mixing the pitches up today.
Yeah, and he's messing his action up pretty good too. So it's hard for the Cats to get any of the timing at all.
Oh, and it will get by. Canton sends the runner on, so Spiva will advance to second base, and it will be ball 2. And that's that 3/4 arm that just didn't come around and slice away from the batter. Went behind the batter, matter of fact. Canton said, I'm not moving.
Runner in scoring position for the Cats, and there is one out. Canton Smith is the batter with a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
With one out, here we go. Here's the pitch, ball outside, so now it is a full count, 3-2.
Quentin Hughes is up next. He struck out his first time up, and then he grounded out 4-3 his last time up.
Green going from the stretch, looks at the runner at second. Here's the pitch. It's going to be just off the end of the bat, little dribbler right down to the second for the 4-3 put out, and out number 2.
But we move Spiva over to third base.
And as you said, Spiva is now on third base, so you got 2 outs. Runner at third for Neosho, and it is Quentin Hughes that steps into the batter's box.
Number 10, Quentin Hughes.
First pitch, ball outside. This is where you got to be careful right now. Rose is doing a great job of keeping everything in front of him right now, but if a ball does get by, I guarantee you that Neosho is going to try to run on it.
Hughes swung on, strike 1.
So now it is a 1-1 count.
Here comes the pitch underway.
And that's going to be, called. He caught that catch right there, but he still went ahead. Field ump calls it, so it's a little flat fly right there to the second baseman for the out, and runner is left stranded here in the top half of the 6th inning for Neosho. as they trail the Joplin Eagles by a score of 4-0. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
You found it, the ultimate car wash. The one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 PSI of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
And welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. There's a pitching change for the Cats. Noah Lawson comes from first base into pitch. Quentin Hughes is going to go to shortstop. Jaden Nichols is going to go to second base. And Colton Southern will go to first base.
That was a mouthful.
How about that? And I think I got it partially right.
You got it all right. I was impressed with that, John.
Yeah, so we have seen Noah Lawson a couple of different times. As we said earlier, he has been able to come in twice that I know of and has shut the other team down both times. He started in the ball game against Marshfield. They rotated around one pitcher per inning, and he got 2 outs before control problems and a few errors caused him to stop, and Boston Patterson came in for him. So we're looking for a really good outing by Noah Lawson. And he's going to start off facing the lefty.
Going to be Braxton Goff, the right fielder. He steps into the batter's box, and here we go. First pitch is a ball one.
Yeah, Goff looked like he wanted to swing at that one. He got hit by a pitch, and he came around and scored in the 4th inning.
Here's the pitch.
There's a solid ball.
Ripped one just fouled down the first base side for strike one. Came around on that. Here we go. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss. Foul tip, actually, for strike number 2 for Braxton Goff. So it is a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Foul ball out of play.
Well, we understand that the video is buffering just a little bit. I don't know whether it's because of the wind or whether it's because of the hotspot that we're using, but we apologize for that.
And here's the pitch. Called strike. Had him watching right there. Called out on strikes right there. That was a little change-up something right there. He had change on that ball. Had him froze right there, and it is now the second baseman, number 7, Peyton Swinson, that steps into the batter's box. First pitch, I believe, is a ball one.
And Swinson had a hit in the 2nd inning, and he flied out to the first baseman his last time up.
Here's the next pitch. Inside, ball 2. I was looking over at the scoreboard all of a sudden. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not a 1-2 count. Now it's a 2-0 count.
Yeah.
I keep mixing it up over there for a second. Gets me thrown off here. Here we go, 2-0 pitch.
Here's
a high fly ball. Just out of play. Southern trying to show range just over his head.
Well, I tell you what, that ball got up in the air, and the wind is kind of a crosswind now from left field over to right. And
it just held it up.
Fooled him just a little bit.
Pushed it away from him right there. So now it is a 2-1 count for Swinson.
Ben is going to be up next. He had a double his last time up, and there's a ball right up the middle.
It's going to be a base ripper right there. We'll get past Jaden Nichols for a base hit. And so now it is going to be the third baseman, number 16, David Bend.
Number 16, David Bend.
So he steps into the batter's box. He's a right-handed batter. He got a double his last at bat. And that is a high fly ball to Brody Arthur, who gets underneath it and makes the call and gets out number 2.
Here's Caden Shoemaker. He has grounded out both times that he's been up.
Now batting for the Eagles, the shortstop, number 12, Caden Shoemaker. Number 12, Caden Shoemaker.
So he steps into the batter's box, gets the call. Noah tries a pickoff move, keep the runner honest.
I'm not sure that was a pickoff move as much as it was, you're not going any farther than this.
I know you're there. Gives him the stare down right now from the stretch. Here's the pitch. They show bunt.
And it's fouled off.
Fouled off down the third base side for strike number 1. Tell you what, the way that thing hung up in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to be careful if you're going to lay it. You got to get that bunt laid down. And here's the pitch from the stretch.
Call strike 2. Yeah, it's a little curveball, wasn't it?
It's a little changeup or something. It's got a little something there, maybe a slider. It's an 0-2 count. The timing's not there right now for Shoemaker, so he's got him off guard. Here's the pitch. There is a base hit right up the middle to center field. Coach is sending the runner on.
We got a problem. Got him.
We got him.
Nice
running error right there.
Sluice.
Gets Swenson on the base running error. So runners are left stranded as Shoemaker made a single. And so no runs will score here in the bottom of the 6th inning of this ball game as the Neosho Wildcats trail by a score of 4-0. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
McKay Quality Roofing is a proud supporter of KNEO Radio and the Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They are located in their new offices at 8115 South Neosho Boulevard. They specialize in roof removal and replacement of residential and commercial properties. In order to serve you better, they have offices in Neosho, Cassville, and Grove, Oklahoma. Call McKay Quality Roofing at 417-455-3326 for a free quote or online at McKayQualityRoofing.com for more information. And go Cats!
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats. We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
It's the top half of the 7th inning in Joplin, Missouri. The Cats are down by a score of 4-0. In order to keep this ball game going, 4 is necessary. 5 would be nice, right?
Yeah, exactly. 5 would be nice. 6 would be even better. 7, hey, 7's a complete number. So
Arthur
everything
Lawson,
we can get.
Crane, and Nichols up for the Cats.
Got to take everything we can get here in Neosho because right now Green has thrown a great game for Joplin. He's done a great job of managing and just controlling his pitches and keeping the Neosho batters off guard.
Arthur's been on base twice. He walked in the 2nd inning, and then he got hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. It's getting a little bit hazy now. There is a JV ball game after this one. You still got plenty of time to come on over to Joplin, watch some good baseball, and maybe grab a bite to eat before you go back home. And there is a solid hit out to center field.
And Cole Lawrence is going to make the catch for Joplin for out number 1. And it is now Noah Lawson, who is the pitcher currently for Neosho that's batting. His last time at bat, he flied out.
Flied out to second baseman.
Here's the pitch. Ball just outside.
Lawson in relief of Quentin Hughes.
Ball high. Ball number 2.
At this point, the ball game, the loss would go to Hughes because he allowed 4 runs. Lawson, there's a high pop fly. It's going to be out of play.
Which one is it? Oh, almost the Jeep.
Yeah, almost.
It's It's a 2-1 count now. Ball inside, 3-1 is the count. I would tell you right now, John, whoever the Joplin faithful is that is watching this ball game right now has got to be looking over there, and that's not a Jeep, that's a Hummer.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
And if, they got to be seeing that every time.
There's a solid hit, and there's a good chance that's going to drop.
It actually makes it right there. Lane Royal comes in on the catch, showing some great range right there. I thought it was going to drop and everything, the way the wind was pushing against it, but it just hung up there just enough for Lane to get underneath it and make the catch for out number 2.
So the Cats are down to their last out. Brody Crane, who's caught the ball game, has had a couple of really nice throws down to second base, and he swings on strike 1. We invite you to stay tuned after the ball game for the post-game show. It's being brought to you by Crowder College.
Here's the pitch from Green. And it's just off the end of the bat. Going to be a short hopper right to the second baseman for the 4-3 put out, and that will end the ball game as Joplin Eagles shut out the Neosho Wildcats and win this ball game by a score of 4-0. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
At the Hillcrest Church of Christ, we're striving to be His own people, eager to do what is good. Join us for worship at 10 and 6 Sundays and for class Sunday morning at 9 and Wednesday evening at 7. You're sure to find a warm welcome and friendly people seeking to please God according to His Word. Wildcats, join us every Tuesday morning before school for Devo and Donuts at 7 a.m. Learn more about the Hillcrest Church of Christ at neoshochurchofchrist.org.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. This is the post-game show. It's being brought to you by Crowder College. Well, the Cats were able to muster 4 strikeouts, 3 by Quentin Hughes and 1 by Noah Lawson in relief. But I tell you what, one Braxton Green had the Cats' number, didn't he?
He had the Cats' number. He threw 5 strikeouts and everything and just kept the batters off guard. They could never get around on him and everything and figure out his timing. He had a great 3/4 arm pitch, and he had a great overhand overhand fastball, I should say, that was strikes all day today right now. So he did a great job for the Joplin Eagles.
Well, there's no doubt about it. As we said earlier, the Cats have got to find some way to score some runs. They were not able to do that today. In fact, we only had a couple of hits. We had Cade Spiva that had one, and then Canton Smith had a hit, but we just could not seem to bring people around. And we had opportunities. We had opportunities. 2 runners on base and 1 out.
We had opportunities, like you said, and everything. To me, it seemed like as I was watching this game, as it was progressing, we just kind of sat back and watched the entire time and didn't let things go after things. We just let things happen, and in turn, because of that, Joplin was taking advantage of everything that they were given.
Yeah, they absolutely were, and kudos to Joplin. They did a great job. They did a great job defensively as well. We had a couple of balls that were driven to the outfield, but their outfielders were placed in exactly the right place. I think they had 2 errors in the ball game, but that's not bad when you got a 4-run lead. That just gives your pitcher that much more confidence.
And I like what you said there. Green had the confidence. He was sitting there once they went up, scoring that first run and then the 2 more later on in the 4th inning. He just turned around and said, okay, I've got this thing and I'll just keep going and everything. And not only him, but the entire team behind him right there rallied. They played great defense, like you said. It was almost an errorless ball game. I think both teams had one error apiece, maybe three at best. I may have missed one, those errors, but, I mean, he did a great job.
Well, you could tell even the Joplin dugout was chattering the whole time. They felt like that something special was going to happen, and it certainly did for them as they beat the Cats by a score of 4-0. Cats now moved to 0-2 in the COC. We want to invite everybody to be with us Tuesday night when we come home, and we play, as we said earlier, Bulldogs, and somebody got the Bulldogs by the table because they are 9-3.
And they're going to come in really, I mean, like you said, they're going to be coming in chomping at the bits. You better be ready to grab this dog by the tail, because if not, they're going to take you for a ride right now. They're playing some great baseball over in Carl Junction.
Well, they really are, but I'll tell you what, this team has the potential to play some great baseball as well.
Exactly.
If we can get it all put together, it just seems like it's one little faux pas after another, and today was a pretty good part of that, and we got a couple of hits. We should have been coming up. Green had his timing down. He really did pitch a great ball game. Kudos to him, but we've got to stand up and we've got to be more aggressive with the bat. There's no doubt about it.
I like what you said there. We've got to be aggressive, and the biggest thing we've got to do right now is forget this game. Forget what happened and everything. Shake it off, and you got to be ready to collect yourself next week, because you got a ball team that's coming in right now red hot, ready to play, and they're going to want to take it to you, because I know Carl Junction, they're doing just like everybody else right now. They're wanting to win that conference. They're wanting to take it to all the opponents in the conference. So they're right up there right now, as well as a lot of other teams in the conference. And, hey, it's just one more team they want to take down. That's Neosho next week.
Absolutely. The Cats move to 5-10. Joplin goes to 6-10. John Ball, Larry Perkins, God bless you for watching us. We appreciate it. Be with us on Tuesday night. We'll have the pregame show starting at 4 o'clock, and the first pitch will be at 4:30. Let's come on out. We're coming back home after a pretty long stretch of being away, and let's show these Cats we support them.
There we go. Let's do that.
Until we see you Tuesday night, have a great, great time. Hope you enjoyed watching the eclipse last night and taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of. Make sure you take time to go worship on Sunday morning. Until Tuesday night, John Ball, Larry Perkins. Let's go, Cats.
Let's go.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of